Welcome to the Battle Royale, featuring teams of comedians writing together, riffing together, and just butting heads, all for your entertainment. Now make some noise for your host, Mike Green!
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Woo. Hot crowd, hot show. That's right. We are here for the Comedy Battle Royale. This is the one-of-a-kind show where we push the comedians outside their comfort zone. We make them write together. We make them work together. And it's all for the glory, the chance to compete in other cities, and the chance to hoist the championship belt. That's right. I want to be clear. That's one belt per team of comedians. I'm not made of belts, all right, folks? One belt per team. And we've got some great teams for you tonight. Are you excited to meet your teams? Yeah! All right. Let's get on with it. The first team that I'm going to introduce, it's the Young Guns. It features Jaydin, Pommer, and Garrett Leblanc, and they're captained by Tyler Kotowsky. Make some noise!
We are Team Barely Legal. We're all 18 years old. We're young, we're sexy, we're confident, we're never going to prison.
Bold statements right off the bat from Team Barely Legal. You guys seem to like them. Let's see if you like their opponents. This next team, seasoned veterans whose credits include touring all over North America, all over Asia, Australia. They headline across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the team with Tyler Penner and Matt Nightingale, captained by Benji Rothman.
Yeah. How about those royalty-free beats, eh? Those things slap, huh? Look, we're here to win this thing with good old-fashioned jokes and comedy, okay? We're not here to pander to you guys like all these other teams with, things like candy, whatever, Pokemon cards, whatever it takes, We're here to win this thing with good old-fashioned comedy and maybe one fully loaded 2022 Hyundai Elantra. That's it. That's all. We're here to win.
Good, clean competition, folks. Those Pokemon cards, that's like crypto. All right. We've met the teams. We've got to decide who's going first and who's going second. In the first round, they're going to draw topics. They're going to try and land as many jokes as possible. But comedians, they always want to go last so they can say they were the headliner. So we have to give them the chance to win the opportunity to go second. We're going to do that with a roast-off, ladies and gentlemen. Each team's only going to get one roast joke. Roast jokes are just about being as mean as possible. This is the lowest form of humor. They can roast an individual or they can roast the whole team, any combination. I'm going to look to Tyler's team. You can start us off here in the roast round. Tyler's stepping up as captain for his team. Who are you roasting?
You wouldn't know it, but Matt Nightingale here is almost 40 years old. It's hard to tell because he dresses like he's always auditioning to play a teenager, but hasn't seen a teenager in 15 years.
He's heard of them. He knows what they're about. Okay. Benji, your team with the rebuttal. Benji stepping up as captain himself. Okay.
Look at this. Look at this sickly old wrestling tag team. We got Hulk Hogan with muscular dystrophy. We got Jaundice Jake the Snake Roberts. And we have Andre the Giant.
And so I need a controversial judge here to start off the show. Who feels like they could have an opinion here about who had the best roast joke? I'm looking to the front row. How about you, miss? What's your name?
Jenny.
Jenny, all right. Which roast joke did you like better? Did you like Tyler with Bad Teenager, or did you like Benji with his WWE-themed roast-off?
I'm gonna go with Tyler.
Team Tyler? Team Tyler, ladies and gentlemen. Team Tyler wins the coin flip. All right, Tyler. So you're going second, so that means Benji, you can step up. You can draw your topics.
Why?
One
oh,
apiece.
we get to go second.
You get to go second?
I love that. That's hot and sexy.
All right, one apiece. Step up, let the crowd know what you're working with.
We have privilege.
Privilege, okay.
Never heard of it. I don't know what.
All right, we got sports.
Sports, that's a pretty broad topic. That's one of the easier ones I put in there.
Heroes.
Heroes, okay. I'll give them a quick second to decide if they want to play or pass, and I'll let the crowd know that if they pass, they still have to go first. I feel like the vibe is that they enjoy these topics. They're broad enough. Privilege, one of the harder ones to tackle, but I have to feel they're going to end up playing this. I'll be shocked if they pass. Benji, I'm going to look for a decision from you as captain. All right.
We'll play these.
They're going to play them. They're going to play them. All right, Tyler Kotowsky, you guys can draw right now. Garrett, Leblanc, what have you got?
I got scams.
Scams, okay. You seem like a scammer. I feel like that suits you.
I'm on the other end.
Yeah, you seem like a scammer or a sucker. Either one.
I got crowd work.
Crowd work. Okay, that should be in every comedian's toolbox, the skill of crowd work. Unfortunately, you can only do crowd work to Jenny, our one audience member. So
That's great. She made it clear she supports women.
Okay, there you go. Jaydin, you step up and let people know what you got.
This is what's wrong with your life.
What's wrong with your life? That's like the ace in the deck for these comedians. They got
Yeah. As Andre the Giant would say, yeah.
All right. Well, we know the topics. They get 5 minutes to write. Let's see what they can come up with. They like that they can't prepare because that's the biggest thing that a comedian doesn't want to do is actual work. So they don't want to, have to plan their set list. And they like that they just show up to the battle and say like, well, I'm going to get what I'm going to get and I'm going to think of something in that 5 minutes and that's what I'm going to go with. You're captaining your team tonight. How do you feel about your team? Any complaints there? Do you like who you're paired with?
My team's all right. Frankly, I think I could just handle the whole thing by myself.
You are captaining your team. How you feeling tonight ahead of the battle?
Our team is the best one. The other ones, though, absolute dog water. Can't wait to crush them.
What do you think about your opponents? Are you afraid of anything?
I'm not afraid of nothing, okay, Mike? These guys are nothing without their weed. That's it.
They don't know what they're doing, and they're going to learn a couple lessons here tonight.
What do you think about your opponents?
I'm scared that they're going to trip on the way up to the stage.
Benji's a sly little gremlin. Look at him.
We're gonna kill you.
Okay, welcome back to the Battle Royale. Ladies and gentlemen, the first team stepping up is Team Nothing But Jokes. No pandering whatsoever, and they are stepping up with the topics heroes, privilege, and sports. You have 5 minutes. Your time begins as soon as you start telling a joke.
On the topic of privilege, Hollywood's really doing a lot to turn things around now, right? They're doing a lot of all-female remakes, like Natalie Portman's going to be the new Thor. That's the thing that's happening. There was the all-female. That's true. That's not even the joke.
That's not the joke, folks. That's real life.
That's true to life. There was the all-female Ghostbusters. There was the Ocean's 8, right? They're doing a live-action remake of The Hunchback of Notre Dame this year. I notice you ladies are letting us keep that one. Apparently that's where everybody stops being a feminist. Hideous church monster. No one wants to break the glass ceiling on that one.
First applause of the night. One applause counts.
My hero is my grandmother, my bubby. She's my hero. She's an amazing woman. She's a Holocaust survivor, still alive today. Incredible woman. And that's why it's kind of crazy now because you see all these anti-vax, anti-lockdown people comparing the situation that we're in now to Nazi Germany, right? And the government is the Gestapo and this is the Fourth Reich and they're, locking us down and hoarding us like sheep and yada, yada, yada. And all I have to say about that is if this is what Nazi Germany was like, I don't know what my bubby's been complaining about this whole time. This is fine. This is chill. I went for a nice brunch the other day. I went skiing. What did you have all this PTSD for? This is, what a whiner.
The pandemic has produced its fair share of heroes. Okay, guess not. Not sure why that's funny. It has. One person that's not a hero, I don't know if you've seen this guy driving in his car by himself wearing a mask on. What are we doing here? Are you scared that your Chevy Cobalt has it? You're worried you're gonna give Omicron to your Kia Sorento? You're not a hero, and you're not Bane. Take the mask off.
You got a short one?
We can do one more. I don't know.
Go for one more. Go for one more if you got it.
All right. I was watching a hockey game last week. A guy got hit so hard he had to get carried off the ice on a stretcher. Yeah. And there's always this like really tense moment when this is happening. That everyone's waiting for him to give the thumbs up, right? As he's getting wheeled like to the morgue, you know, to let us know he's gonna be okay. And like the announcers are like, "Oh yeah, that's a good sign right there. Yeah, he can move the smallest extremity on his body, half an inch. Yeah, he'll be all right." Yeah. Just once, I want to see a guy like give the thumbs down. You know, like. Just, I've been hit before, but this is bad. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Pretty good, but could it be beaten? It's possible, depending on what Team Barely Legal brings to the table. Ladies and gentlemen, they have 5 minutes to talk about what's wrong with their lives, scams, and crowd work to our one judge. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Team Tyler Kotowsky here.
I like that he gave us what's wrong with our lives and then said, you have 5 minutes. Brother, I don't have time to unpack. I got a foot fetish. You know what's wrong with that? Man, it's tough because when you meet new people, you're always worried about getting off on the wrong foot.
What's wrong with my life? I got dumped. Okay, I guess I'm done.
That's all it takes.
What's wrong with my life, you might ask? I heard people talking about micro penis the other day, and I realized I've been saying micropenis the entire time. I'd never heard it said out loud. I was like, oh, whoops.
I think I'm hot, but I'm not like hot enough to get abducted. You know? Like, Jenny, you gotta be scared, girl. You were smoking. Like, do you listen to music at night? I don't. If I were walking along the street and like some guy like pulled over to ask me for directions, I'd be like, all right, I'm coming in. I'll just show you where I'm going, just take me home. And he'd be like, all right, you smell a little.
You guys heard about this NFT scam? Where it's like, I'm trying to wrap my head around NFTs, and I'm on board, but my mom's like, those are a scam. And I see where she's coming from when I'm trying to explain to her, like, no, I'm the only one that owns this picture of LeBron James. Do you understand, Mom? I'm the only one. And no, you can't take a picture of it, Mom. It's mine. I'm going to retire on LeBron James.
Do you guys remember when, like, patios, you had, like, order food with your drinks? Isn't it funny how they thought, they looked at me and they're like, this guy can afford food with his drinks? Isn't that funny? Okay.
Nobody thought that, for the record, but there it is. Team Barely Legal. Everything is still very tight in this round. There's only one way to decide. We're gonna go with the Battle Royale, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Battle Royale round. It's a barrage of jokes, fresh topics from you, the audience. You're gonna take turns as a team, but if the other team isn't ready, your team can just keep going and going and scoring more points. So you're gonna wanna load up, get as many jokes in as possible. Who wants to start us off here? It's a race to the mic.
This person wrote down menopause, which, if I know my English, that is when a couple of Mennonites stop to pray before having sex.
I have to yield to his knowledge of Mennonites. I can't tell he's wrong.
I thought he was going to say that a menopause is when he walks up to the mic and doesn't say anything for 10 seconds.
The reversal. Reversal.
Thank you. This one says public hangings. I prefer to do my hanging in private, but you know, sometimes me and the fellas getting our finest duds and go to the mall, so sometimes hanging in public is pretty cool, I guess.
What a wholesome spin on a horrifying topic.
This one here says childhood bullies. I was actually bullied in high school. Yeah, I was bullied because I was on the cheerleading team. Yeah. All the guys would laugh at me. Haha, Matt, did you enjoy your dance class with all the girls? You enjoy dancing with the girls? They all laughed and laughed, but nobody was laughing when I showed up to the graduation dance with, you guessed it, a gun.
This one just says fat knees, which, judging by my skinny jeans, you can kind of tell that I have. I also have big calves as well. So when knee-high boots were really in, I went to go buy a pair, and the lady at the store was trying to help me put them on. And so I was pushing, and she was pushing, and she was trying to zip it up, and I could tell she was getting the most frustrated she's ever been, and she just looked at me and said, "Suck it in." I don't know if you guys have ever tried to suck in your calves before, but it's a lot easier to fold them.
Oh, second applause break.
Yeah, this one here says tattoos. Yeah, I would love to get a tattoo, but I can't get tattoos because I'm Jewish. Yeah, and tattoos are really expensive, so.
He gotcha. He gotcha.
I got Trudeau's blackface. Did he do that? All right, I think that's bad then.
All right, last joke here.
Yeah, this one here says pregnancy scare. Yeah, my girlfriend, she just had a pregnancy scare. She was like, "I'm pregnant." I was like, "Boo!" Trying to cause a miscarriage. Yeah. It didn't work. Yeah, so we had to do it the old-fashioned way. Took her to a haunted house, got it done there.
All right, that was the Battle Royale. Very, very tight. We have to decide now who's going to go on to the finals. We're going to do a quick Battle Royale style vote. On the count of three, not only are you going to cheer, but you're going to point this way if you want Team Barely Legal to go on to the finals, and you're going to point that way if you want Team Pure Jokes. On the count of three, 1, 2, 3. Who's going on to the finals? You know what? It's tight, but I have to say, big contingent over there, big contingent over there. It's going Team Pure Jokes, ladies and gentlemen, on the way to the finals. You guys have been a great crowd. Tune in next week. We'll bring you the best comedians in the game. Thank you very much.
I'd like to say it was a team effort. I think I did most of the work, but these guys were here to support me all the way.
I thought it was a pretty good team effort.
My goaltending was impeccable.
I don't know who our opponents are going to be, but I hate them already. The best case scenario, something happens to them, they get sick, maybe one of them dies. We don't even have to do the final round. We can all just go get wasted with the trophy.
Yeah. That would be less painful for them.